Even if you've had a challenging year, and who hasn't, right? This end of the year is actually an opportunity to position yourself in the best way possible for the year ahead. So today I want to give you a few ways to kind of wrap up the year and get equipped with greater awareness, presence, and clarity. So the first thing is it's a bit counterintuitive because we often go to what went wrong. But I would love you to think about what went right. Reflect on how much you've already achieved and how far you've come. Really reflect on the effort that you've put in because people don't think of that. That is worth so much. How much you've done, the strength you've shown, and the subtle moments of grace that you've experienced. Bring that to your mind. And you might want to grab a journal and actually jot some of these things down. The next one, after you think of what you have done, the efforts, how you've grown, celebrate your progress. Because too often we just rush into the next project like hamsters on a wheel. Instead, take a break and celebrate the growth and what you've discovered about yourself. Think also about what you enjoy and what you want to do more of. And with that comes the practice of gratitude. Jot down what you're grateful for. Who helped you out in big ways and small? What are the moments that matter to you? The more we can focus on gratitude, the more the good feelings grow. That actually occupies our energy. So gratitude, very big part of it. And not fair or even strategic to ignore the lessons learned. So take a moment also to reflect on the lessons learned when things did not necessarily go your way. Lessons are actually, they polish the diamond, they hone the instrument, which is you, and give you the experience slash wisdom that you could never get from a book. And lessons learned, they can be tough, but they make you sharper, they make you smarter. We know life is always the best teacher. Then, this is a fun one. Write a letter to your future self, that part of you that is all knowing, that is very peaceful, very wise, has all the experience, all the wisdom, and write to that future self with your hope and your dream for the next year. What are you thinking of? What are you dreaming in? And this includes, and you might want to jot this down, what is that for yourself? Your hopes for yourself, your hopes for your relationship, for your work, for your finances, for your creative expression, for your fun, also for hobbies, for community work, for social aspect. And don't forget your spiritual life. And then your hopes for your friendship and hopes for your family. Now, these all might not be equally important. They probably aren't. But the ones that resonate with you, write down what are your hopes and your dreams for those areas in your life. And that's a lot. I mean, just to get it out on paper in your journal, that's getting it out of your mind and onto something more concrete. So that's one part of it. And then another part is going with your heart, your intuition, and asking for guidance for the next steps to take. Asking your wise self, what are the next steps in the areas you want to work on? And you may be very surprised at what you come up with. Yeah, ask your wise self for guidance in those areas that resonate most with you. Next, it's totally different, but it's quite a practical step. It's decluttering either your workspace, your creative space, or your quiet space. And ask yourself, what you are done with. Like, not interested, get rid of that, no problem. And what still interests you? No, I should keep that around because something in me tells me I want to do more of that. So that's important. And then in the coming weeks, when you come back to it at the beginning of the year, you'll come back to your desk or your area with a clearer mind. because your outer environment reflects your inner environment, and your outer environment will be decluttered too. And finally, set intention. And I don't mean expectations. I don't mean goals. I'm not a fan of goals. Set intentions and actually go with the flow. Give yourself permission to go with the flow. So whenever you think about everything left to do, oh, I want to do so much, or I haven't done this, or whatever. Think also about what you have done. Counter it with what you have done so you don't get into that space of overwhelm. And sometimes the path just isn't straightforward. It bends and it flows. So I invite you to have self-compassion for the way things unfold and trust that you are right where you need to be. There's a saying that everything is in divine timing, so flow like water. And the thing about water is that it finds its way through or around any obstacle. It seems very light, not that powerful, but it is, one of the most powerful elements that is water an element? I don't know. One of the most powerful aspects of nature that we can imagine. So which one of these resonated with you the most? I invite you to just try it on for size. Take a few moments for yourself in this interim period and just reflect. Give yourself that time and that permission and see what comes up for you. Especially try the future self exercise. You might really, really enjoy it and be surprised. So sending you so much love as always, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now. So I was so excited to be talking with you. I almost forgot one thing, to invite you to subscribe so that you'll know next times when we can be together. I really don't want you to miss a thing. I have so many ideas that are coming through that I really want to share, because together, we send out ripples of positivity and clarity, empowerment, and, design our own lives. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of us. So hit the button, subscribe. I love you. I appreciate you. Grateful that we are together and can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.